Welcome everyone. Mirko, Jobin, Southflex, Matt, Fizz, David, Khalid, walaikum salam, Ben, Moby, G-Man. How's everyone doing, bro? Russ, you're awake early today. How you doing? Trust, good to see you as well, buddy. Let's go through some of these comments before we start the live stream. Haven't seen a live stream for months, but it's only been a week. Yeah, Fizz, you just come back from holiday. I just come back from holiday. That's probably why. David, good to see you as well, buddy. How are you, mate? The roller coaster continues. Bought some more OORT today. Yeah, for those of you guys that don't know, that's not keeping track of the development of OORT. There is some very, very good news that recently happened with OORT. This is why the price is still stable, even though the market is taking a little bit of a beating today. You guys can see, OORT just partnered with a massive company in the Asia market, even though they're not specifically Asian, but there's a big summit as well for OORT on the 3rd and the 5th of September. So if you guys have any questions, you guys can go join that and ask them, whatever issues, concerns you have with the project. Now, the thing that I wanted to show you guys was this over here. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, these guys are joining. Okay. Where is it gone? Where is it gone? It's just one of the recent partnerships with this company. It's a massive company. Oh, the right here, this one here. Proud to announce OORT is partnering with. Let me make my screen a little bit bigger. 1 second. There you go. Proud to announce OORT is partnering with NSF ECAT Center, led by the Wayne State University. We're collaborating with leading universities and industries to advance the future mobility of decentralized AI. Now, for those of you guys that don't know what this company is, first of all, these guys have over 1.2 million followers on Twitter. So they are a big company. And these guys have an annual funding of 9.9 billion across all different fields. They got big partnerships like Ford. So there's a lot of big companies that work with this company right here. And this is in Asia. But there's another video that explains it very well. Let me see if I can find it. 1 second. There we go. There's a video as well that explains this whole partnership. I don't know where they put it, but this is some of the development that's been happening on OORT, while everyone else is just probably paying attention to the price action. Price action does not always matter in a bearish market. You have to look at the development. This right here, look. I don't know. Let me see if you guys can hear this or not. 1 second, guys. Let me just make you guys listen to this video just so you guys can understand it. Let's do that. Let me know if you guys can hear the audio or not. Can you guys hear the audio?
Curtain. Meet the U.S. National Science Foundation, or NSF. Think of them as a backstage crew for America's tech show. With $9.9 billion a year, they fund a quarter of all university research in the U.S.
No.
That's as much money as some big tech startups. NSF has a special program that is like a tech matchmaker. It connects universities with companies to turn big ideas into reality. One of these teams is called the ECAT Center. The ECAT Center is all about the future of getting around. They're working on electric cars, self-driving tech, and edge computing that will change how we move and connect. That is where OORT comes in. As an industrial partner, we're working alongside top institutions like Wayne State, Clarkson University, and UNT, with a focus on building infrastructure for connectivity and safety. At the ECAT Center, OORT is providing practical solutions to real-world challenges. Our OORT Data Hub collects and preprocesses large datasets, enabling companies like Ford to train autonomous driving models more efficiently. This helps streamline their AI transformation by simplifying data collection and labeling. OORT storage plays a critical role in securely storing vast amounts of AI data. For companies like Western Digital, this ensures that essential data for AI development is managed effectively. By partnering with ECAT, OORT is supporting AI transformation across multiple industries, starting with autonomous vehicle research. OORT, where the solar system ends.
You guys understand that? Do you see how massive that is? That's a massive company that OORT has partnered with now. James, good to see you, buddy. Let's go back up to the chat. There's quite a lot of people I'm missing here. Good time to sell some. I think let the market pump before selling some Casper Beam. Before Mr. Fantastical, Miffy, Ben, King Casper, Demarcus, Singh. How you doing, everyone? SSN, K Crypto, Anissa, James. How you doing, bro? DCA times ahead. I'm gonna give some DCA alerts today. I started 2 minutes late. Black, how you doing, bro? Johans, how you doing, brother? Happy, good to see you as well. Michael Jackson, Kathy, Faith, good to see you as well. Gisil, Myth, Julian, PR, no. There's quite a lot of people, bro. Let me skip some chats. When or Sensei partnership. Let me speak to Dan. Let's see if we can get let's see if we can get him to partner with Sensei. That would actually be massive. So all easy tier one. I think all can get a tier one comfortably, yes, for sure. I don't see why all cannot get a Binance listing. Or I mean, you think of it like this, right? They spend 600K every single quarter doing buybacks. If they just spend, if they just stop 1 or 2 quarters doing buybacks, they can literally pay for a tier one exchange listing cash. They don't even need to give out tokens or anything. So I think a tier one listing is possible. I think they can get multiple tier one exchange listings. They've got more than enough money. Money is not the issue. And at the same time, you got to keep in mind, right? These guys do provide the BNB chain with the storage. So you already know Binance is happy to list them. Because I can imagine Binance probably holds a decent amount of tokens as well. Shinobi, how you doing, bro? All going to 5 billion. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. I mean, look, if miners adopt all can go do 5, 10 billion even. Kadena, let me check how much Kadena did last cycle. Because Kadena got adapted by a bunch of miners and it went parabolic. We can check based on Kadena, because Kadena is another mining project where the miners took this to another level. It went to 3.5 billion, but I think all is a lot better than Kadena, so it could go to 5 billion, yes. G, would you swap a lithium with Casper as a layer one? I wouldn't swap a lithium for Casper. I would keep a lithium because a lithium is a lot lower in market cap, first of all. And fundamentally, it's stronger than Casper because it can do smart contracts, whereas Casper cannot do smart contracts at the moment. So I do think fundamentally, lithium is better than Casper, but obviously Casper has a bigger community, so I think this will still give more gains than Casper. So I don't think that's a good move at all. Who is in the mod of the month? Mod of the month is either you or Merkel or Khalid, either one. You, Khalid, or Merkel. Even though Merkel is a brand new mod, but he's active. Is either you or Khalid, to be fair. I would like to join your Patreon. Should I wait for the first? It's up to you, my friend. You can do it today. You can do it tomorrow. It makes no difference. There's still like 30 spots left. I think there's only 30 spots left, Joe. We need to tap in with some mining companies so they can pump our bags. I think Alt has already said that they're going to start targeting miners more. So they already said it. More than a month gets 100K Sensei. How much is that? I don't mind doing that. I think I got 100K Sensei and ARB. I'll give that away. More than a month does get that. Let's do it. I don't mind actually. I've got let me see how much I got. I've got like a little bit of Sensei on my trust wallet. Let me see how much I got. We can give that away to the mod of the month. I might do some free giveaways as well. Oh, I've only got 75k. I'll give away 75k of Sensei. I got a little bit of 75k. Oh, you meant sell Casper and buy a lithium? Yeah, that would be a better idea. What's Casper's price right now? Casper's like a stable coin at the moment. It's just consolidating between 14 and 20 cents. Yeah, between this range. It probably will go higher at some point. It's holding up really, really well. I don't think anyone wants to sell this anymore. People don't want to sell this. They just want to hold to the bull run because of the community behind it. Community. So yeah. Can you explain how you can make big gains during the bear market without the pumps of bull market? Well, because the way that it works, PR, is after the bear market, everyone has a shit ton of money. So everyone has a lot of money to fundamentally, buy back into the projects. But it all depends on when you buy. So, for example, if you bought anything during the FTX crash, which was more or less the bottom, you would have been up at least 30x on most projects. If not, you would have been up hundreds of X's, for example, right? I bought Relio, SMT, VIA, or DMTR, one of those during the FTX crash. And because of those projects specifically, I made hundreds of X's. Relio probably like 250x from those prices. So, the way that it works is every single cycle, Bitcoin drops a certain amount after the bull run. And if you buy anywhere near that amount, the market will go parabolic. You see what I'm saying? But obviously, the problem is you have to buy the right coins because a lot of coins just die out and people forget about them and they never come back. So you have to check, is the team still active? When did this project come out? That's what you have to check for. You can buy, I bought Naka around those times as well. And that did like a 60x or something. So it has to be, if a project launched in 2024, let's say a project launched in 2025, for example, you buy that project after Bitcoin goes down 60%, 70%, and obviously they're a freshly new project. Those are the projects that's likely to pump because they've launched at a later time and they're ready for the next cycle. If you buy a project from, back in 2021, they're going to probably die out. The team's probably launched a new project. This is what happens. You have to check if the team's still active. But in the bear market is where you make the hundreds of X's. You're not going to make it. If, for example, if you join crypto now, luckily we've had a massive dip. But if you join crypto, let's say that at the start of the year, the bull market started and we was about to finish now, and you only joined in January, February times, your overall portfolio would have done like a 5 to 10x because you joined at the end, pretty much more or less, maybe a 20x. Your overall portfolio would have done a 20x. Whereas if you get in now, you have the chances to get 100x's because most projects have died down significantly. Any project that's launched since March are more or less dead right now. So you have to keep that in mind. That's how you make life-changing money in the bear market. I have not bought Tangent yet. I'm gonna order one today. I keep forgetting to do it. I have a Trezor and I use one of the normal wallets. Yeah, Khalid, Khalid actually does donate almost every stream, bro. It's crazy. Even though I tell him buy Immunity or Sensei with that money. Good evening, Minato. How you doing, buddy? Working at 3 a.m. Dropped a like, going back to slavery. Minato, I appreciate that, buddy. Minato is helping the stream out by dropping a like. Boys, drop a like on the stream. How about we do the person of the group to find the best gem next 2 months gets 100k Sensei? That's even better, bro. That's even better. If you find the best gem, I'll give you 100k Sensei. 1,000 Sensei is like $1. Hit those likes or alt will rug. Yeah, if you guys don't hit the likes, alt will rug fundamentally. I think there will be. Look, as long as we don't get heavily regulated, and they don't completely, make only the top 20 coins survive, then there's going to be new projects launching. There's going to be new narratives. It's going to be this. It all depends on who comes in office. That's all it is. It all depends on who comes in office. If Trump comes in office, he's not going to regulate crypto to a harsh level. It's still going to be around. So we have to be. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. There will be another cycle after this for sure. It's just this cycle is going to be a lot bigger than most other cycles. Because this is the first time we've had institutions, well, massive institutions, that could buy Bitcoin and stuff, crypto in general, without having to go through the hassle. They could buy it openly. Obviously, they've always bought Bitcoin and stuff, of course. But this is the first time we've had a scenario where they could buy it without having no, issues in the background. Ethereum could do at 15 to 25x, approximately that much, or even at 10 to 20x. Should we not DCA right now at all? Hold USDT till September crash? Look, the way that the market is moving now, we are most likely going to come back lower, either have a retest of 50k, 48k, or we could potentially even go lower. There's two scenarios that could play out, and this highly depends on how the unemployment data comes out. And keep in mind, whether Bitcoin goes higher or lower, it makes no difference, because the dominance has to go reach 60%. It has to. It will get near 60% at least. Even if it's at 59%, that will crash the altcoin market. You guys can see now the alts is just following this trend. It's continuously following this trend. Eventually, if it keeps doing this, it's going to break down and it will come back down here. The next level will be down here. This level was up here. And these wicks are random. You can't really predict the entire wick, but as long as you get somewhere close, it doesn't matter. You still make good money. So let's see what happens now. At the moment, most alts are just either consolidating or bleeding. And I think moving forward, in September is always historically bearish, and this is probably why we're seeing a sell-off right now. And it's not only this, for Bitcoin miners to be profitable, the Bitcoin price action has to be above 70k. So now they are at a loss. This is why a Bitcoin mining company went, filed for bankruptcy literally a few days ago. And this is going to be continuous. I think there's going to be a bunch of miners selling Bitcoin because the price is not profitable at the moment. So, I do think the bulls will probably push it one more time, maybe even to up here, maybe even up here. We don't know yet. Most likely going to be around 67 to 68k. It might have another retest of this line. Maybe another retest of this line. We don't know yet. Before having the final crash. There will be one more crash, because you guys got to realize stock markets are all-time highs. They need a crash. They have to crash once, at least once, a proper crash. And when that happens, that same scenario or narrative, whichever narrative they use to crash the markets, that same narrative will also crash the crypto markets. And that will be, I think they will come to the rescue more times. I would say 8 times out of 10, they will come to the rescue, because they've already said it in their speech that inflation is on a steady path to 8 or to 2%. It's time to adjust monetary policies. This is what the Fed has said. We've already spent two almost 3 years in QT. We're going to eventually go into QE, and it's around the corner. September is going to be the first rate cut. But keep in mind, the first 2 rate cuts, especially if they're only 0.25, is not going to affect the market that much. It will be after the third rate cut that we'll start seeing some good price action in the entire crypto space. At the same time, after the third rate cut, we find out if you have a soft landing or a hard landing. Now, keep in mind, I've already told you guys this, the 2-year and the 10-year yield curve is like 0.3 away from being inverted, which always triggers a recession. So either the Fed fixes up now and starts cutting rate aggressively, or we'll probably end up going to a lower recession. Keep that in mind. This is why every time it gets really, really close to being inverted, the Fed comes and saves it. It happens every time. It's happened literally a couple of weeks ago, where everything sold off for a second, and then when the Psalm rule indicator, recession indicator came, it's when triggered off, the market sold off, and instantly it went back. It fixed itself. That's how it is. But I do think another crash will happen. This is why stay in USDT for now. You only DCA small amounts at the moment. When I say small amounts, I'm talking about $50 here, 50 USDT here, maybe 100 here. That's it. No more than that. Everyone should be at least 10 to 15. I would say 10% is a good amount to be in USDT right now. Because look at these crashes only last a very short period of time. This literally lasted like a day or something. The next day it was back up. And the same thing is going to happen when this crashes back down. It's only going to be lasting a couple of days. The problem is when this crashes down here, most people panic and don't buy. And then when it comes up here and it holds a price, then people want to buy all of a sudden. Or they potentially don't buy because they wanted to have a low somewhere close down here. And then by the time that happens, you're going to miss everything. Because the Fed has already, like I said, the Fed has already said it's time to switch monetary policies. So for now, DCA, but don't DCA large amounts, DCA small amounts. Yeah, and then we can go over some good DCAs today. One of the best DCAs today, in my opinion, and remember DCA small amounts, not large amounts, is Relio. Relio right now is 75 cents. And now I can imagine the market cap is probably around 40 to 50, between 40 to 50 million, no more than that. And this is a coin, when the RWA narrative takes off, every single Twitter shiller talks about this coin specifically. This will pump regardless of whether they develop or not. The only thing these guys need now is another tier one exchange listing. They got OKX, they got HTX, which is, you can class them as tier one exchange list. Well, I wouldn't class HTX, but OKX is a tier one. If they get something like Bybit, this would do really well. So that's the only thing these guys need. Now, these guys have a complete project with institutions backing them. So there's no need for them to develop anymore unless they start bringing up new partnerships or whatever the case is. But you guys got to keep in mind, unemployment rate is the biggest factor right now that's causing the market to be unstable and for people to worry. That is the biggest concern right now. And we've got data coming out in 6 days. So if that comes in hot, I guarantee you the market is going to dump significantly, because that means they're going to price in a recession. If the market goes, if unemployment, for example, goes to like 5% or 4.9% or whatever the case is, even 5%, instantly the market is going to sell off heavily. And there will be a very good time to buy, because as soon as that happens, I guarantee you the Fed would start cutting rates very quickly. They could even have an emergency meeting. Whatever they're going to do, they're going to stop it. It's an election year, but they have to. In election year, it's very unlikely they'll go into a full-blown recession. Very unlikely. We've had soft landings before as well. I think it's like 3-4 times now we've had soft landings. But they are very rare compared to most of the time you do a hard landing. But you can prevent it. Merkel said that he will hang himself if QORPO goes to 0.2. Can we do on live? Merkel, you're going to hang yourself on live. Whoever channels he hangs himself on is going to get banned instantly. So it can't be my channel. What's QORPO's price now? For those of you guys that have been watching my stream for the past 2 months, this was like 30 cents or something back up here. I can't remember what it was. It's probably like 30 cents. I told you guys this is going to go down significantly. Do not buy this. And look what's happened. Now is below 10 cents. And I warned you guys so many times. This is going to continue to go lower. Why? Because most gaming projects have to go near seed prices or at seed prices before the price holds. Otherwise, they're going to continuously dump. Because, there's no interest in gaming right now. No one cares about gaming projects. Most gaming projects are down, 90% even. No one cares about gaming at the moment. Retail is not in crypto. All the retail that's in crypto, they're gambling memes right now. So they don't care about gaming projects. And if there's no buying price and there's no buy pressure coming in from retail or anyone, the only people that's left is the people that's selling and getting their tokens every month. This is why we've seen this dump significantly. I think it took like a 30% dump. See this? This is a massive dump. It went from 13 cents or whatever it was like up here the last 7 days, 14 cents all the way to 9 cents. It's like a 40% dump. And it's only going lower. And I told you guys this multiple times. You have to be very, very careful of token unlocks. Token unlocks are very important in a bearish market. This is why token unlocks are very important. If there's no buy pressure, if the market was hot, these unlocks would not matter. because they will just get brought up very quickly, or the people will keep their tokens for the price to go higher. But because the market is bearish and these guys are still up approximately 2-3x on the investment, let's have a look actually. You guys can check for yourselves how much these guys are up, and then you know what price it will come down to. Most gaming projects go down to at least seed prices, if not lower. So yeah, so look at this. Public round, they're still up 2.2x. Private guys are still up this much, and the seed prices for this is like 0.02, so it's 2 cents. So they're probably up like around 4x or something. Well, 2, 4, 6, yeah, for 4.5x. So these guys are still up. Look at this, bro. Of course, these guys are going to get their tokens. Seed guys got 1 million. Well, they've got 30 million valuation, which is crazy. That's how much they're going to get over the time. This unlock is done now, and it was a pretty big unlock, but there's another unlocks now. There's September, the same thing. Well, September unlock is quite small actually. It's only strategic influence and most staking in September. So it's going to dump even more in September. It doesn't help the fact that September is a bearish month in general. So yeah, just be very careful buying projects, with very harsh vesting, especially when they're gaming projects. Specific, no one cares about gaming. Who do I think made Bitcoin? CIA Satoshi. I don't have a clue, bro. I think the people that realized how corrupt is someone that's realized how corrupt the fiat system is, and they decided to make something that's basically that can't be printed anymore. It's probably, I don't know. It's probably, how could it be anyone? I wish it was me though. I wish I made Bitcoin, bro. Richard, how you doing, buddy? It's very, very good to see you. Been steadily accumulating. Yeah, look, steadily accumulate. Don't buy heavy amounts. Like I said, there is going to be one more crash in the markets. Whether it happens now, whether it happens in September or December, it will happen one of the times because the stock market needs a correction. Yeah, December will be the bottom, yeah. Why do I say December is going to be the bottom? Well, because the way that it works is if we don't get an instant drop in September, then the first rate card's bearish. Every time there's a rate card, the stock market sells off. Keep that in mind. All coins might bottom out. We don't know yet for sure. But the first two rate cards are always bearish. And after the third rate cut, we find out if we get a hard landing or a soft landing. And that third rate cut would happen sometime in November or December. And it will probably happen in December. So this is why if it doesn't happen in September, it will happen in December. And that will be the bottom. Because after that, whatever drop you have then, they will come to the rescue for sure. They're going to go into aggressive printing mode. It's an election year. Whoever comes into office is going to print instantly, bro. And keep in mind, there's a lot of factors that could, crash the markets. For example, a war. And these type of stuff you can't really prevent. You can't prevent these type of stuff. A war and stuff you can't prevent at all. Appreciate you, my friend. Appreciate you. So altcoin season will start either in, I would say if the big crash happens and a recession or whatever is priced in September, then if not, it will happen in 2025. But I think the market will start taking off in 2025 regardless, because the money printers will be turned on by 2025. If not latest, earliest December, latest 2025, January Q1. And it is going to be a little bit of a rocky ride. But if you stick around and, you stick around because realistically, bro, everyone has been in crypto for at least 2 years now. All the people that's been buying all these tokens, they've been around for a long time. It's kind of pointless for you to sell now and think there's going to be no alt season. Is when everyone gives up on alt season, that's when alt season actually happens. When people completely give up. Last cycle, we had that pandemic recession and everyone gave up. And look what they did instantly. They came to the rescue and started printing aggressively. They're going to do that every single time. There's no other ways around it. Is either they go on a full-blown recession or they print their way out and kick the can down the road for someone else to deal with it. This is what they do. These guys come in office for every 4 years. They fill their pockets and they move. and they leave because they know after someone else is gonna have to come deal with it. But during that 4 years, they make as much money as possible. And keep in mind, all these people have their own investments in assets, crypto, whatever, and they do it for their own pockets as well. So it's not like they're doing it for the economy. They don't give a fuck. Like I said, these guys are here for 4 years and then move on, and someone else will come and deal with all the issues. So, this look at Biden, he fucked up everything, and now someone else has to come and fix his issues. But he's filled his pockets now. He doesn't have to worry about anything now. And someone else will come and do the same shit again. So, they've got like I said, they've got their own investments, they got their own personal desires. This is why we need Trump in there, because Trump's portfolio, I think, it's got, I don't know how many millions it got, but most of it is in ETH, which is good for alts. So if he pumps ETH and does all these, I don't know, maybe files for a Solana ETF or to pump all these altcoins, it'll be beneficial for him and his own pockets as well. SY, how you doing, my bro? Boy, smash the like button right now. Let's get to 60, 70 likes. The stream is a little bit later, but it's fine. It's not a problem. OTK right now, I think anywhere between below $10 million long term is very, very good. I do think OTK has the legs to go lower, just because I think Solana has more or less retouched this heights for like 4 times now. Eventually, it's gonna break down. It's more or less been up here 4 times now, and if it can't break through, it will go down. If it cannot break through, it will most likely have a correction, whether it's like, back down below $100, and that will crash OTK along with it. So OTK, just be patient for now. I wouldn't buy it now. Gee, didn't you buy QORPO at $1? Bro, I'm not stupid to buy QORPO at $1, bro. A lot of YouTubers are considering this Sensei as a risky play, but would rather invest in other projects. What YouTubers are these, my friend? There's nothing fundamentally wrong with Sensei. When you say a lot of YouTubers, I know plenty of YouTubers who've got Sensei and they don't class it as a risky play. Why? Because there's nothing, you cannot class something as a risky play. You guys keep in mind, right? What the fuck is this? Hold on. You cannot class something as a risky play when there's nothing fundamentally wrong with it. The only thing they class as risky is because of a brand new project, which I understand. But if you guys just look at the basic stuff, like let's have a look at the token contract, right? For this project, you guys can see it has 0 risks. Let me just zoom out so you guys can understand. Sensei, 0 risks, 0 anything. There's no problems with Sensei. So when they say it's risky, the only thing they're talking about is the fact that it's a brand new project. Now, those are probably not degen YouTubers, because all the degen YouTubers bought this. Me, Supo, Blaney, I don't know, I think DXB got this as well. These guys, that's like 4 YouTubers that's buying this now. So, yeah. But look, it's a brand new project, so of course they're gonna say risky, which I don't blame them. But like I said, Superman holds this. Probably Crypto Gains will get into it at some point. If Superman gets in and he causes 100x gem, I guarantee you there's gonna be a buy alert going up for this Crypto Gains page, because them two work together at some point. I sold my QORPO because of what you said. Thanks, man. I will buy back a 3%. Yeah, exactly. And look at the way, and back then it was like 20 something cents, 30 cents. Since then it's dropped well over 50% more, 60% more. So, at the same time, you guys gotta realize gaming projects all dumb to shits when they launch. It's not anything, it's not a surprise at all. Every single gaming project dumps to shits. Even Miria, one of the best gaming projects you can class it as, this dumped to shits when it first launched as well. And it's then done like a 12x. You would have not made money on Miria if you, brought down here. Well, you would have anyways, because he pumped all the way up here, but you would have made fuck all, less than a 1, probably just a 2x. But you would have made money if you waited down here. Most gaming projects dump significantly. And when this came out, everyone was calling this a rug pull because it dumped so much. But that's people that don't understand crypto. They just call anything a rug pull, which is just annoying. You can't call anything a rug pull just because it's going down in price. Most gaming projects get sold off initially. It's not a surprise. Crypto God, good to see you, buddy. I mean, if QORPO goes to like 2 cents, it's never reaching $1 again. Very unlikely it reaches $1, bro. Because there's, like I said, there's thousands of gaming projects and all of them are decent. So, you know, you want to give BSD is not too bad, my friend. BSD is one of those tokens that will obviously pump when the narrative takes off. But keep in mind, this is one of the projects that does not pump as much as other RWA projects. Why? Because they don't market themselves. They don't do any form of marketing, which is instantly a red flag. I don't like any projects that don't market themselves. These guys lack marketing. This is why if you got in at the ultimate lows, which is 6 cents, obviously most people don't buy that lows. On average, this was around 10 to 15 cents, and it didn't even do a 10x. It did like an 8x, whereas most other RWA projects did more. So I think there's better RWA projects than this, but this is not a bad project fundamentally. It's actually a good project. It just they don't just market, they just lack marketing. That's it. If these guys were to market themselves a bit more, I would actually hold this because they've actually tokenized stuff worldwide. I developed BTC but can't run a computer. We have Satoshi in the group. Satoshi. Do you prefer Celestia over Su as a large cap project? Celestia is pretty decent. A lot of chains use Celestia, but I would, if I hold any large cap, it would either be Injective or I don't know. Actually, that's the only large cap I know. I need to start looking some large caps. I personally only hold Injective. What other good large caps are there? I'm not even too sure. I haven't really keep track of too many large caps. I'm a degen guy, bro. You can't say you hold Solana now, but Injective is a good one. Casper's a good one. Maybe I can probably find one more. I'll look at one more. But Celestia is not too bad though. A lot of chains use Celestia. Almost everyone. What do I think about Carrot and Engine of Fury? Well, Carrot is a good project. Engine of Fury, the vesting is too harsh. I don't really like the why? Because there's too many early investors. That's why. Where's the ticker Fury? Keep in mind, right? This is how you know if a project is going to be worth the investment or not. So you got marketing ecosystem. You got 20%, 18.8, 19% for the private. You got team 10%. You got the public. You got the KOLs. So this is like around 30% early investors, which is a decent amount in my opinion. You know, by the time in September 2025, this is going to be, it's like, I don't know, like 7-8x dilution. Terrible. That's terrible, that is. The vesting schedule for this is awful. So why it's not worth the investment, my friend? Well, Carrot is going to be, there's going to be a time where I will buy Carrot. It's just not at the moment. I will buy Carrot at some point. Like I said, not at the moment. Why? Because there's a pretty big unlock for Carrot. So for now, it's dead. The airdrops are probably what's killing it right now. But I think, I think it's October, the big unlock. There it is, yeah. October's the big unlock. How big is the unlock? Yeah, so it's going to be 6 million coming into circulation. It will definitely dump. Definitely dump. The early investors get the tokens then. What is the token sales? Yeah, this is not right. This is not right, by the way. You gotta have to check. I don't think that's right. They definitely have early investors like private seed. But the vesting for this is not the worst. You're looking about just over 2x dilution after October. So wait for October, even November. You could even buy this in November or December. And then you're only looking at less than a 1x dilution by September or just over 1x dilution. Because realistically, I'm not holding no gaming projects past August. That's it. So if you buy this somewhere in November, December, you're only looking at 1x dilution, which is fuck all, in my opinion. because those guys are just going to keep their tokens. And keep in mind, the vesting for this is linear, but it's for 4 years. You know, that's a big amount. 4 years is long term. And the team gets their token really later on. So the vesting is not too bad. But I think Carrot is a better investment just based on the fact that they have a lot of good backers. The game is really good. And all the YouTubers talk about it as well. Apologies, you skipped my question. Why do you think OORT didn't pump last bull run? My friend, OORT launched in this year, 2024, my friend. It's a brand new project. It wasn't around last cycle. You guys can see right here. This came out in February. OORT wasn't around last cycle, buddy. It's been a challenging 1.5 years. I would say so, Khalid. Yeah. Come back from the gym. My hair's not bearish, bro. My hair is so straight. When I wash it and use shampoo and stuff, my hair just stays down for a couple of days. There's nothing I could do about it. My ATR is a pretty good project. It's a pretty good project, I would say. It's a good RWA project for sure. DC, how you doing, buddy? Sensei, good DCA? I think so, yeah. I think Sensei is good DCA. Sensei doesn't really dump with the rest of the market. It's one of those fundamentally strong projects that just stays the same price, no matter how bad the market gets. I mean, you guys can see in the last month, all it's done is just consolidate, even though Bitcoin dumped significantly during, I think the lowest it went was like 9.99, just under 1 cent, was 0.01. So no matter how low everything goes, this doesn't really dump as much. So even if Bitcoin crashes again, this is barely going to dump. You probably go barely below 0.09, 0.01, sorry. Why did Satoshi never touch his wallet? What's your theory? I don't even know, to be honest, bro. I don't even pay attention to that bullshit, bro. To be honest, bro, does it matter who Satoshi is? It makes no difference. I don't even care about that type of stuff, bro. I need to go find the next 100x gem. That's how I think. I need to go find the next coin that's gonna make us money. Well, let's be honest. If everyone knew who Satoshi was, why would anyone give a fuck? He'd just probably targeted and killed. I think it would be better to bring your averages down for sure, but you want to get it as close to the bottom as possible. And I don't think this is the bottom. So yes, it would be wise because the amount of tokens you could have got at $1, if you get it at like 3-4 cents, all you need is like $300-400, and you would get almost the same amount of tokens for a small amount of money. So yes, it would be wise to bring your averages down because then that way you'll be in profits a lot quicker. So yeah. Do I like Mavia? Maybe you could do some Mavia Clash of Clans live streams. I don't think I can do it on this channel, bro. There's no way I'm doing Clash of Clans again. But yeah, I do like Mavia. Mavia is a pretty good coin. Look, Mavia is going to do well just based on the fact that they got the Binance Labs listing, and historically, every single coin that has got the Binance Labs backing gets listed on Binance because Binance are greedy fuckers. So if they invested in the token, they would definitely should. But look at this is a really, really good vesting schedule. Most of the tokens are more or less, out. So, I think this is a good token in my opinion. This will give you a nice 10 to 20x. Let's say by August, you're looking at just basically a 1x dilution, which is fine. The same thing with Carrot. So you can either choose either or. I think whichever dips the more, that's the one I would buy. Either Carrot or Mavia. Both of these are good. They will give you good money. Or even QORPO. If QORPO goes to like 2 cents, I would buy QORPO. But otherwise, I'm not touching it. 2-3 cents, I'll definitely buy QORPO because that would be like $2-3 million in market cap. And that will be, long term. That's a good project. It's still a good project. You just have to buy at the right price. There's a lot of good projects, but if you don't buy at the right price, they just go to shits and it's pointless. Mark, how you doing, buddy? Just landed back this cesspit. This is my first bull run. When it comes to cashing out, would you sell BTC stables 50% or I would sell it all into stables, my friend, because as soon as everything crashes, all is going to crash as well. I mean, Bitcoin is going to crash as well. So, Bitcoin crashes 60, 70% in the bear market. There's no point holding it in Bitcoin. You keep it in USDT and then you buy Bitcoin again and you can ride the Bitcoin wave initially. That's what I would do. That's what I did this year. Well, last bear market, I bought mostly Bitcoin. I had Bitcoin left over. And then, this is the thing. If you have to, after the bear market, go mostly in Bitcoin because the Bitcoin will survive, most of these altcoins will not. You have to stay around for a couple of months to see which altcoins are actually producing, are they still working? Has the team left the project? You will know anyways. Just curious, Mafia versus. I think O is way better. O is in a much better, more bullish narrative, and I think is one of the best in his narrative. Whereas Mavia, there's many good projects like Mavia. Oh, OTK, sorry. I'll probably stick with O, just because O is in a bigger narrative. I think AI is bigger than gaming. Zelix. Zelix is a trade, my friend. Don't hold it now. It probably won't come down. I think this pumped just based on the fact that they had the rumors of the Mexi listing, which already happened now. So it's just going to come down now. It's going to sell off now. But this is not a bad project, though. I'm going to trade that, definitely. Not going to buy it now. I will trade it. I got in Doe and Maniki. I'm down 40% on both. Not sure whether I should keep holding them. Just hold them, my friend. Just hold them. Maniki is not too bad. It's the only meme coin I hold in my portfolio. I do think it'll do well just because they got a trademark, which is hard to find. And, I don't think there's many dumpers left in this. It's just consolidating now. It's just consolidating. The bottom was over here. Since then, even though Bitcoin's dumping now, this is just chilling. It's not going down. If anything, it's slightly climbing higher. So just keep it, my friend. This will go back up. Do I think ETFs will still allow BTs to dump 50% plus? I don't look. The ETFs doesn't really matter too much, bro. If there's like a recession, those ETF guys are gonna sell as well. It's not like the ETFs is just all buy pressure. The BTFs are sell pressure as well. So I don't know why people think the ETFs are purely buy pressure. It's not purely buy pressure, my friend. Is equal as well. Is also sell pressure. So it makes no difference, to be honest, bro. The same way they buy, the same way they sell. It's just more selling pressure, more buying pressure. Now that's all it is. So they trade news. A lot of people, anyone who tells you macros don't matter anymore in crypto are just retarded. Don't listen to those. There's a lot of people who tell you macros don't matter. Macros matters very, very much. Why? Because the more institutions in crypto, the more macro news matters, because they are going to trade it. They're either going to dump or they're going to buy. So it does matter. What are your thoughts on Casper potential this bull run? I think Casper will do a 5 to 10x, my friend, from this point on. Carrot or QORPO, it depends what price you get them at, both, to be honest. If Carrot goes to like 20 million, I would buy Carrot, because Carrot game is way better than QORPO, first of all. Carrot has bigger backers than QORPO. Carrot has bigger YouTubers talking about it, and that will shit it. You got Alex Becker and you got the other guy, that some of the biggest YouTubers in crypto. They like Carrot and they've been shilling Carrot, and their game is actually good. And these guys have a lot of funding. They're backed by Disney and Warner Brothers. They've already got Coinbase. They've got Crypto.com. They can probably get a Binance listing. These guys got a lot of funding behind them. Whereas QORPO don't really have that many good backers. Not anyone sufficient, I would say. Not any important ones. Let's have a look at who they have in the backers. I haven't really fully checked all of them. I don't remember any backers that have anyone that was really important. They have a nice website though, and they got a few games coming out. Well, I think they already had one game coming out. Yeah, so they got Maven Capital, which is like another gaming project. But if you look over here, do you guys see anyone that's even worth? There's no buzzwords around their partnership. Yeah, you see this. There's no buzzwords here, bro. It's just a bunch of capitalists, a bunch of VCs that's got into this. No one gives a fuck about Polygon. Immutable X is bullish. Binance NFTs, OKX, which is good. OKX wallet. What the fuck is this? Why did they partner with OKX wallet? See, there's not a big partnership on here that makes it really, really like stand out. But they've got a very good website, though. I'll give them that. Very, very good website, and they've got quite a few decent exchanges as well already. So yeah, like I said, if this goes to like 5-6 cents, this will definitely be worth a bag, because keep in mind, at 5 to 6 cents, the market cap will probably be around 2-3 million. Let's just see if that's the correct market cap, because a lot of the times that website is never right. Yeah, it looks like it is the correct market cap. Crypto Rank says it is, so it is. Yeah. It's Chainbroker. Let's have a look at Chainbroker. Chainbroker is almost sometimes a little bit more accurate than the other one. Yeah, so the market cap is 7 million. Okay, yeah, that's accurate then. Yeah, so if this goes to like 2-3 cents, 4 cents, then it will definitely be worth a bag, because it will pump. You might even get a 30-40x on this, but the price that if you got this at $1, but you'll be lucky to break even. To be honest with you, bro, you'll actually be lucky to break even. So it's better for you guys to bring your averages down if you got in that high. If your average is 80 cents, 70 cents, but you'll be lucky to break even, because the gaming narrative is not that strong. What do I think about Based AI? I think Based AI is a very, very good project, and I would consider buying a bag of this after the dip. Not now, though. You guys got to keep in mind, Based AI is going to dump. Why? Because all the people that's been staking Pepe coin all this time. Look at this fucking clown, bruv. Why is this clown on here? But anyways, Based AI is fundamentally a competitor of Tau. I think it's fundamentally stronger than Tau. Their technology is better than Tau. So I do think it can give Tau a good run for his money. Now, these guys are slowly starting to get exchange listings as well. So, at some point, once their mainnet is live, and the Pepe coin holders who've been staking it, and they're getting a bunch of Based AI for free, once they dump, this could go to $2, maybe below $2 for all we know, and then it will be worth a bag. Definitely, I think this can go into the billions. Everyone is starting to talk about this now. Do I have a backup plan if old season doesn't come? I mean, realistically, if old season don't come, then we're all just going to become bag holders. That's just how it is, my friend. If old season don't come, we are just going to be bag holders. And look, when you say old season doesn't come, you're talking about if it doesn't come this year or early next year. It will come at some point, because at some point they will have to go into QE. That's the only thing. It just is a matter of when. It will definitely come. There's no such thing as old season doesn't come, because when they go into QE, the riskiest asset classes go higher. They might delay it. There's a possibility they might delay it, but like I said, it's very unlikely. Get rid of QORPO, my averages, and get Mavia. No, I don't think that's a good move. Even though Mavia is way better project than QORPO, I don't think that's a good move, because you're basically down a lot. So what's the point? If Mavia was to pump and you could retrieve some money back, then it would be worth. But at the moment, not really. Gee, we need to buy QORPO to break even. Curse SY. I'm not buying that shit yet. Bought a good Sensei at 115. Got scared with the big pump. Yeah, that big pump was by me. Well, a few people that I told to buy. When do you intend to release your 2 secret gems, RWA and AI? Please ensure rats are out before you do. I will make sure that one rat is out before I do 100%. I don't know who he is. I know exactly who he is. I don't know which account he's on though, but I know who exactly he is, bro. And it's quite embarrassing, bro. Look, people don't realize this though, but you're in crypto to make money, bro. And all you're doing is making other people hate you. So I know which rat it is that's in my group with his old account. You know, I find that type of stuff cringe, and I'm just gonna cut all ties with rats like that, bro. I'll never speak to rats like that ever again. They don't benefit me in any way. I know who the rat is, and he's never benefited me in any way. So if you want to keep playing that game, that's completely fine, bro. You know, isn't this the thing is if that rat goes, Cali, there'll probably be another one to replace him. So it's impossible to avoid it. And it's fine, bro. Not an issue. Like I can literally just say what group is buying something now because I find out the same way he finds out my buy alerts. And it's quite cringe to put someone in your group to spy on me, bro. What? That's just so cringe. I've never done anything like that a day in my life, bro. So it's weird. But I think people are much educated in this bull run compared to the previous one. Do you think are less coins to do 50 to 100x? Well, no, I don't think much people are educated, bro. I don't think that's the case. Crypto is always the same, no matter what happens, bro. It's the same shit. I don't think more people are educated at all. More people are educated, they would not be losing money on meme coins every other day. Blockchain, how you doing, buddy? What do I think about C-Swap? I think C-Swap is decent, but I wouldn't buy it though. You said before the whales market buy does not mean the market sell when the time comes. Not really. I don't think they're dumb enough to market sell. It doesn't matter. You guys keep in mind, right? Keep in mind when AI is going parabolic, the amount of liquidity that will be in AI projects, especially the ones that perform well, you can dump 200K, 300K. It does not affect the price that much. Keep that in mind. If a coin goes parabolic, you know, I saw the large bag of AGI and the price didn't even move. It didn't even do nothing. So there's so much liquidity during the hype, the AI hype, that you don't have to worry about liquidity. You don't have to worry about market selling. There will be 1,000 other people ready to buy. So do not worry about that, my friend. Trust me. Like I sold, a decent amount, like a very good amount of AGI, like most people's portfolio size during the last hype, and the price didn't even move. It did not even crash even 2% even. It just got scooped up very quickly. Can the Islamic coin do anything special? Is that coin still alive? I remember that coin. It probably could, to be fair. There's probably a big community behind this. Scam coin, of course. I would not buy this though. Why would you name this Islamic coin? It doesn't even make sense. It's supposed to be like a healthier way. It's like if this was like a DEX or something, that would be really good. If they were smart, they would have made this Islamic coin into a DEX or a centralized exchange, and then it would probably be a lot better because they would have got mass adopted by a lot of Islamic countries or Muslim countries. But instead, they just made a coin, which I don't see the benefit of. Toma, I saw my QORPO at 20 cents. Thanks, G. I'm definitely buying 5 cents and then later on dumping on Stoics. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you could literally, you can buy shit at the right time and it'll pump. Bro. It makes no difference. But like I said, QORPO is not a bad project. Chris, I appreciate you, buddy. Smash the like button for my favorite YouTuber. Thank you very much. Chris the GOAT. Trump made Bitcoin, made bullish crypto declaration. Well, yeah, of course he did. But like I said, they're all controlled by the same people, bro. They're all controlled by the Zionists, bro. It makes no difference who's in office. You guys have already seen they're controlled by the same people because if you don't suck up to those people that's in control, you will never be in office. So they're all the same, bro. Look, Trump is a little bit more bullish just based off what he says. Does it mean that when he comes into office, he's going to act on those? Very unlikely. Very unlikely he makes Bitcoin a reserve, backed or pegged to the dollar. Very unlikely. But he says it to get more votes. This is what these politicians do, but don't trust these politicians. But like I said, Trump will be a bit more bullish. But you don't look at Bitcoin, in the grand scheme of things. You don't look at Bitcoin's chart and you see, it pumped here because this person was in office. It does not matter who's in office. All that thing that matters, no one knows, no one cared, no one knew who was office when this pump happened, or when this pump happened, or when this pump happened. No one knows, no one cares. It doesn't affect Bitcoin at all, because you don't look at a chart and you say, oh, the only reason the Bitcoin pumped here is because fucking Obama was in office or Trump was in office. It doesn't make zero, it makes zero difference. Bitcoin pumps just like it's supposed to pump because it's a store of value. Altcoins pump because of QE. Is that simple? There's no other ways around it. It doesn't matter who comes in office, they will turn the money printers on at some point. G-Man, good to see you, buddy. And no, it's not good. Oh, good time to accumulate AGI. I don't think there's ever a wrong time to accumulate AGI long term, especially at 12 cents. I do think it can go a little bit lower, but look, whether you get it at 11 cents, 12 cents, it makes fuck all difference, to be honest. This is not a bad price. I think this is not a bad price to start DCAing some. Chris, appreciate the two. Is that €2 or £2? Thank you very much, my friend. Great alpha stream. Appreciate all your hard work. Thank you very much, my friend. Armzilla, very good to see you as well, buddy. Tech coming down. Let's have a look. Is tech coming down? All these projects will come down. They will come down. Oh shit, that's a big wick though. Damn. It's a market sell, that is. That's a great big market sell. Yeah, you guys can see altcoins are just getting wrecked right now. Most likely the next one will probably be down here. Probably a wick, and then it'll bounce off here or come up here. So the next wick will probably be down here, and then it'll probably bounce and come up here. Just watch. Can I have a look at Accord AI? Yeah, I can have a look at Accord AI, my friend. It doesn't look like it's a proper project though. Is it out? Where is it out? Because I can't find it here. Accord. There it is. Yeah, so first things first. This is really, really degen. Uniswap, no volume, very low market cap. Let's have a look at what this shit is. Trading, your trading revolution on Discord. Oh, this shit. Bro, this is not bullish, bro. It's not bullish at all. This is like, there's so many projects like this. There's one on Discord, there's one on Telegram, there's one on WhatsApp, there was one on Twitter. These just die out. These platforms have to adopt it for this to be bullish. Otherwise, they can't just launch something on Discord because they don't have the right to do that. Same way no one has the right to randomly add trading bots on WhatsApp. WhatsApp has to adopt crypto in order for any of these to be bullish. So these guys are relying on Discord to adopt crypto payments or something. So I don't really like projects like this, bro. They're too degen and they're not even worth their money. It's like so the most likely would die. Like 9 times out of 10, this would die. It's very small percentage that Discord fully adopts crypto. So then, if that happens, this is probably the first mover and it'll pump hard. Otherwise, it's impossible. Look at the one that was one on Twitter as well. Twitter's the most likely place for crypto to be adopted on, and it still hasn't happened yet. What makes you think Discord is going to do it? Or what makes you think WhatsApp is going to do it? Very unlikely, my friends. When you sold AGI, was it on the I sold it on a centralized exchange, my friend. I would never sell it on a SEX. Centralized exchanges are way better. There's barely any fees. How you doing, my friend? Third World War is happening slowly. Do you think it's not good to big risk to buy coins? Russia is not going to stop. NATO, Europe as well. Boy, you've been watching too much news, my friend. What do you mean Russia is not going to stop? Russia is not going to go conquer the whole of Europe, my friend. You've been watching too much BBC News. And you need to go do some real research and go listen to some real people. Don't go listen to the news, bro. If you still believe in the news in 2024, bro, like I don't know what to tell you, bro. You need to get yourself checked out. If you guys are still believing in the news in 2024, you definitely need to get yourself checked out, bro. Because if the news will tell you Russia is the biggest the baddest people in the world. But bro, all Russia's doing is protecting themselves. So, I don't know why. I don't know what now. This is definitely a BBC News narrative that Russia is not going to stop. Russia didn't even want this war in the first place, my friend. They got forced to fight this war. You need to go listen to the right people to understand why this war happened. Don't listen to BBC News telling you Russia's evil, Russia's this. This is all propaganda, my friend. You're falling for the propaganda. The same way you're gonna fall when they tell you Bitcoin's a scam. You probably fell for that as well, and you probably missed a bull run because you thought Bitcoin was a scam, because the news told you it was a scam. But then multiple people made millions and millions in crypto, while you was probably sitting there believing in the news, took your 5 booster jabs. Well, don't listen to anything that news says, my friend. And this is not, and World War III is not going to start, my friend. Trust me. No one wants war. The only people that ever wants war is Israel right now and America. That's it. Everyone else does not want war. The two countries that always want war is America and Israel. Why? Because America benefits from war. Well, a few companies that control the government benefits from war. This is why America is always in a war, whether it's a proxy war or a war that they fight themselves. They're always in a war because the military complex controls the government, or they have a big control over the government, and they start wars and they benefit the most. I don't want to get too political on a stream, but you have to be very careful who you listen to, my friend. No, I don't think it's worth now, SY, because the 0.02 mark is not really guaranteed. Just buy and just DC a little bit. The moment it goes down. Have you ever done research on Ergo? People say it's undervalued for its tech and given to the GPU mining coin ASIC's resistance. Let's have a look at Ergo. I might have heard of it before. It doesn't look like it's undervalued, my friend. It's already $57 million of market cap, and it's already had a run. So I don't think this is undervalued at all. This is probably bag holders shilling the token. This is an old project. It did parabolic gains last cycle, and since then, all it's done is just die down. So in the last year, this done approximately a 2.5x. So yeah, this is not undervalued coin at all. This is an old project that's dying, and there's probably a few paid shillers that's probably still getting paid in shilling this. So whoever's telling you that this is undervalued, they're probably a paid chiller, bro. This is not gonna make you money. You guys can see the last year, but most other projects did at 50x or 100x. This just died down. Now is below whatever price it was last year. So this is not undervalued, my friend. If anything, this is overvalued. This should go to zero. It shouldn't even be $57 million in market cap. It should be zero now. This is just taking away liquidity from the real projects. ICNX going to shit today, is it? Let's have a look. And this is another project I told people this is going to go to shits. What the fuck is down 17%? What did I tell you guys about this project, bro? I told you guys don't buy this shit. The early investors are up like 50x. Why are you buying this? And look at it now, it's down to 4 cents. This was like 70, 80 at $1 at one point. People was, buy it. I was like, why the fuck would I buy this? This is gonna go down to shits. Same thing happened. I told you guys, bro. I told you all of this stuff. Bro, I'm Turkish. I just follow YouTubers. That's it. I don't know what I know that's all propaganda news. I don't watch them. Okay. So I'm saying the US doesn't want to stop. Who's gonna stop? But they're gonna support Ukraine. Of course, who's gonna stop the war? Is Russia's gonna win, my friends. The hell, Russia's gonna win, and what can NATO do? NATO's not ever gonna attack Russia directly, because that's basically gonna end NATO as well. So NATO's not gonna attack Russia directly. Once Ukraine loses, which they're already getting, look, Ukraine's just getting fucked. Like they're getting violated right now. So eventually they're gonna run out of manpower, which they already are. And when that happens, bro, NATO's not gonna come and step in and rescue Ukraine. Ukraine's already fucked. He's already dug his own grave. It's only a matter of time before the people rise up against the government and put an end to this war. That's all it's gonna do. And it will happen at some point, whether it's now, whether it's next year. I don't really think that the war's gonna last past this year, bro. It'll either end this year or sometime early next year. Like Ukraine is in a very bad position. And I don't blame them, bro. Like they stood up for the country. What it is. But they forced this war on themselves. And I don't get why, you guys have to think as taxpayer people. Why is your money getting sent to another country when your own country is fucked? People don't care about the stupidest stuff. Spot on your political view, crypto and economic in general. Thank you very much, my friend. How much X's did I make last bull run? I don't know exactly. I made quite a lot. To be fair, you could have made like 20x on Bitcoin specifically. I made most of my money from the top, the higher projects. I wasn't DJing like that. I was only got DJing this year, my friend. But I made quite a lot of money on Ethereum, Bitcoin, Cardano, a few other low shit coins. Europe don't take risk if Russia wins. Anyways, you will see Europe. Europe's already fucked anyways, bro. Europe cannot afford. I think Germany's already cut off funding to Ukraine because their economy is fucked as well. I wouldn't be surprised if UK stops soon because the UK government right now, no one wants them in office. His rating is like minus 15%. So I wouldn't be surprised if he gets kicked out of office, someone else replaces him. So yeah. Nuclei is okay to buy. Not anymore, no. Nuclei is no longer worth the investment. It'll be worth a trade because the vesting is too harsh. These guys, unless they fix the tokenomics and stop some of these early investors coming, and buying these tokens, it's not going to be worth the investment, bro. At some point, if this goes below seed prices, then I'll probably buy a small bag. Like it'll be like a less than 1% of my portfolio. By chucking a few grand into it and then just leave it, and whatever he does in the bull run, I don't care. But look how much unlocks there is, bro. This is all throughout the cycle. This is no good, bro. Trust me, this is no good. And keep in mind, the team hasn't even got the tokens yet. I'm not keen on this project anymore, bro. Relio is offering a bargain, gentlemen. Let's have a look at Relio, Khalid. Because if it is, I might just put an order in right now. 74 cents. Yeah, that's a big bargain, that is. It's a very good price to start DCing this. Yeah, don't touch Nuclei anymore, bro. The project is ass. It's a fundamentally very, very good project, but like I said, tokenomics, bad tokenomics will only get you so far. At some point, in a bull run, when AI is going off, I might just put a little trade alert on it or something. That's it. No problem, my friend. Do not worry, my friend. There's gonna be no World War III. Trust me, bro. World War III is not gonna happen, bro. Everyone knows World War III will end the entire world, so it's very unlikely to happen. It's not like conventional war no more. It's completely different. So you don't have to worry about World War III. That's probably the last thing you have to be worried about. You should be more worried about a recession than World War III. Also slowly bleeding back down. Dominance is staggering up here. It needs to break out eventually. USDT dominance is only trending higher. It's only going higher because, it's uncertainty. This is what happens. Now, where is gold? Because gold broke out a few days ago. And when gold breaks out, generally, is a risk off environment. People are going risk off. And this is what's happening now. Gold has broken out once again. Every time gold breaks out, just know there's something wrong with the economy and people are going risk off. Gold is a very, very good risk off asset. And this is why gold keeps breaking out, because people are uncertain right now. People are scared of the yield curve. People are scared of unemployment. And this is why I tell you guys, be patient. The dip will happen. You just have to be patient enough to wait and you will be rewarded because you've waited. You don't need to DCA every day. It's pointless. If you know there's going to be some sort of crash coming, why is everyone so eager to DCA? You shouldn't be eager to DCA. Like I said, gold was over here consolidating. Then it broke out. You guys can see it's gone higher now. And every time gold does break out, it's always a risk-off environment. Last time gold broke out in March, look what happened when gold broke out in March. And look what's happened to altcoins since then. Do you see this? Look what's happened to Bitcoin since then. All it's done is put lower and lower prices because it's risk off. There's something wrong. People are unsure. And this is what's happening now. Look at this downtrend since March. This is what I clocked. This is what I realized instantly. As soon as gold broke out, back in February, March time, that was an instant red flag. So I took profits and everything. Instant red flag. Look at this. Broke out. This always indicates a risk off environment. People are uncertain. People are realizing there's something wrong in the economy. So what do? They buy gold and they stay risk off, or they stay in cash. Either one. Why is Buffett staying in cash now? Because he knows the stock market is unhealthily at all-time highs. It needs a correction. This correction lasted like a day or two. This does not count. But you need a correction in order for the stock market to be viable again. Look how much Apple he sold. Sold a shit ton of Apple. Everything else is more or less. Silver's doing okay as well, to be fair. Do you think GPU, CPU mineable coins will pump like crazy when altcoin season comes? The people always say find coins, mine, speculate. For example, proof of work pumped 300% when Ethereum goes proof of stake. My friend, anything proof of work, especially if it's a layer one, or if you can catch them early and miners adopt it, you can make thousands of X's. You can make at least a couple hundred X. So yes, proof of work tokens are really well. GPU tokens and CPU tokens can do really well. Why? Because they can get mass adopted and be implemented within the real world. So yes, I do think it's possible. I think GPUs will perform well. I think AI will perform well. And I think RWA will perform well. And I think gaming will also do well, but not as well as the previous two. So be very careful what you buy, and be careful how much money you put into each narrative in your portfolio. I'm personally more favorable on AI and RWA rather than gaming. That's just my take. I've always been bullish on RWA for a very long time. All right, boys, let's wrap up this live stream, bro. This is 1 hour is enough. You don't want to be too much, but if you guys want to join the best private community, of all private communities, you guys can join my private group. We have a Discord, a very organized Discord. You will find all these coins before everyone else. You will buy them at the bottom. You will get very good Bitcoin predictions and when to buy. So far, my track record is very, very accurate. I called the top in March. I called the dip in August. I called the dip in June. And I'm going to call the next dip now so you guys can see for yourself when it comes. Very, very, there's only 30 spots left anyways. If you guys want to join, I am capping mine at 300, so it doesn't become a pump and dump group. I don't need to have a pump and dump group of 500 people, even though obviously I will make way more money if I had 500 people. I'll probably make double what I make now, but it's not always about the money. I would rather have a strong, trustable group of 300 people rather than a bunch of random people joining here and there. Like, it saves me a lot of headache as well, So 300 people is what I'm going to have. There's approximately like 31 spots or 30 spots left now. Feel free to join if you guys want. If not, then continue to support my YouTube channel. If you guys want to join my free Telegram group as well, that is, the link is in the description as well. You guys can see I made a lot of calls in there for free. And eventually, I will make calls in there again. So you guys can join that as well. All the links are in the description. Thank you all of you guys for coming down. I appreciate the constant support. Drop a like if you haven't already done so. Let's get to like 70 likes this stream. 70, 80 likes. That's fine for me. I don't really, the likes do help me out a lot because it helps push me in the algorithms. I don't really make too many videos. I only live stream at the moment. At some point I need to start making more videos. For example, I'm going to make a video tomorrow, top 5 DCAs or best projects to buy in September. And I'll probably just talk about some projects. Maybe I'll reveal a new project. I don't know. Let's see. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate the constant support from all you guys. It does mean a lot to me. I'll see you guys possibly on the weekend. Maybe tomorrow, actually. I might just live stream tomorrow. Fuck it.